Another important coverage for our businesses is the commercial crime coverages and exposures. We're talking here employee dishonesty coverage, computer theft, forgery and alteration, and a series of other coverages. The biggest one, of course, is employee dishonesty coverage. Every business owner believes that all their employees are honest, or they wouldn't be employees. So it's only employees, and only the most trusted employees, that have access to financial records and the ability to write checks and things like that. And we see a lot of embezzlement, a lot of employee dishonesty that happens that way. It's important to understand that while many package policies put employee dishonesty in the program, built into the policy automatically for some limited amounts of coverage, many times the very coverage you need there has exclusions in it which can be devastating. I'll give you an example. We had a law firm administrator who was stealing money from the firm through the payroll system and her own personal employee benefits. She was writing payroll checks, duplicate payroll checks to herself, and not deducting as much for her employee benefits as would have normally been deducted for all the other employees. The loss was $90,000. It turned out that some $30,000 of that claim was done directly through the employee benefits section and payroll, and so they only got a portion of the loss paid. If that coverage is pulled out and put on a separate policy, those same limitations don't exist, and so you get full protection for that aspect of your business. Another piece to that component, that employee dishonesty component, is that we think it's going to be small amounts of money. In fact, sometimes the dollar amounts are gigantic, much larger than most people believe can happen, and much quicker than they believe it can happen. So it's important to look at the type of coverage that you have, whether it's in the package policy or in a separate policy, separate being generally much more broad, and then having high enough limits to protect for those worst case scenarios. Coverage is not expensive, it's really important, and it is vital to a good insurance program for a business.